breaking news from the hockey world as Walter Gretzky has passed away at the age of 82. He was a Canadian icon for many and the ultimate hockey dad for Wayne. The great one announced his father's passing on Twitter Thursday night, saying, quote, "It is with deep sadness that Janet and I share the news of the passing of my dad. He bravely battled Parkinson's and other health issues these last few years, but he never let it get him down. For my sister and my 3 brothers, Dad was our team captain. He guided, protected, and led our family every day, every step of the way. For me, he was the reason I fell in love with the game of hockey. He inspired me to be the best I could be, not just in the game of hockey, but in life. We will miss him so much, but know that he's back with our mom, and that brings my family peace. He was truly the great one, and the proudest Canadian we know. We love you, Dad."
It doesn't matter if you're 6 years old or 36 years old. There's nothing better than being a hockey player, looking in the stands and seeing your mom and dad.
The father of Canadian hockey is gone.
Did you see you could have shot it up the boards over there?
Of course, Walter Gretzky didn't invent the game that has been played in this country for a century and a half, but he was the progenitor of all those who drag a garden hose to the backyard in the clutches of winter and lovingly landscape a patch of grass into a glossy part of the national identity. Behind the family home on Verratti Avenue in Brantford, Ontario, Walter Gretzky would start with a lawn sprinkler to lay a base, and then use a slow-flowing hose to create the surface. Voila! Wally Coliseum, as famous in its own way as Maple Leaf Gardens. The fact the oldest of Walter and Phyllis Gretzky's 5 children, named Wayne, skated there, played no small part in the celebrity of the makeshift rink.
Gretzky goes into steal, got it in front, they score! He's a phenomenon, there's no question about it.
Gretzky in, dropped it off, scores!
Wayne Gretzky would grow up with a sixth sense, the freakish ability to peer around corners. He insisted this skill wasn't innate, but learned on the backyard ice. Go to where the puck's going, not to where it's been. That was ingrained in his son by Walter. At Wally Coliseum, weaving between the pylons of old Javex bottles, Wayne Gretzky would hone the mystical vision that would alter the geometry of the modern game.
Here is an empty net chance for Gretzky. Score! 50 goals in 39 games.
Wayne's startling success and his own gregarious nature made Walter perhaps the most renowned Canadian father this side of Pierre Elliott Trudeau. In fact, he lived a simple life, working as an installer and repairman for Bell Canada for 34 years. In 1991, at age 53, he suffered a brain aneurysm that robbed him of much of his short-term memory, including some of his son's bursts of glory that are stored in the hard drive of a hockey-loving nation.
Kept in by Duchesne, a rolling puck there, but Gretzky scores! He's done it. Wayne Gretzky is the all-time points leader in the NHL, and he did it in dramatic fashion.
Walter Gretzky groomed Wayne for those moments, even if many would slip through the neural cracks for the man who started his son down the path to history.
My dad was a blue-collar man that worked 8 to 5 every day, never made over $35,000 a year, but everything he made, he put into his kids and his family. He's just a special man, and he happens to be my father. I get all the accolades and all the glory, but really, truly, he deserves it, not me.
Walter Gretzky was a hockey dad in the grandest sense.